Hi to everyone. Today I am going to explaining you what is array in our Java and why arrays, right? So guys understand before going to know about the arrays concept. Now I'm going with variables, right? So suppose if you go with variables, primitive data types, primitives are can stored every time single value only. Single value. Suppose if you suppose here I am taking n1 value. N is equal to just 10 I given. Means here n1 is a variable, 10 is a value. Means here integer value can store only single element, a single value, single value, single value. Suppose I am taking one more variable here. Int n2 is equal to 10 comma 20 I am going to store. So if you initialize two values into n2 variable, automatically we will get the error. Error. The reason is what? Our primitive data types can store single values. Then suppose I have a one scenario. Suppose I want to store five student marks. Here marks 1 is equal to 90 variable 90 I given. Similarly, I given one more subject marks I want to save. Marks 2 is equal to 80 I given. Similarly, if you want to store here 50 student marks, 50 student marks, then how many variables are required, my friends? Okay, 50 variables are required. Suppose you have a only two subject marks want to store. Here I taken two variables and first value. Okay, first variable and first value, and second variable and second value I given. Similarly, if you want to store 50 subject marks, then 50 variables are required. 50 variables are required to store our marks value. Okay, after stored, my storage is completed. Then I want to print that 50 subject marks. Then 50 time means system dot out dot print. Then I am going to using marks 1. Marks marks 1. Similarly, okay, here also we are going to writing 50 output statements we are going to writing. Sir, in order to overcome this problem, means 50 variable declaration. If you want to print 50 subject marks, 50 time we are going to printing the output statements. Sir, if you write this code, number of variables declaration is going to increasing and number of output statement also going to increasing. In order to overcome that problem, now they bring the beautiful concept is called arrays concept in your Java. Then, sir, what will do arrays concept? Simply, arrays variable can store multiple values within a single variable. You decided to store multiple values within a single variable. Then go with the arrays concept. Look, my friends, suppose int I given the marks. Marks is my variable, and this is nothing but a array declaration symbol. Then is equal to, and arrays elements always stored within the curly brace. Now I given 45, 60, 70, 80, 35. Like this, we stored multiple values within a single variable. Now understand here marks is nothing but a array variable, and this is the symbol of the size. Okay, this is a symbol of a size. Then this is the array symbol. Okay, between the curly braces, we given first value, second value, third value, fourth, and five values we given. Now understand here multiple values I given within a single variable. This is called arrays. But guys, in arrays, The array variable always store the same type of data elements. Observe here, when I declare these arrays, okay, all our values are same type, means I given same integer type values I given. So up to here clear. But sir, tomorrow if you want to access these values, sir, I want to print a 45 value, 60 value, then how? So here array variable, okay, follow means array variable follow the indexing, follow the indexing, follow the indexing. Here index start with 0 and ends with n minus 1. Here n is nothing but our length of array variable. Observe here, when I given marks variable, in that marks variable, I stored 5 elements. Now n is equal to here 5. 5 minus 1 is nothing but 4. Sir, once it is stored like this, values, multiple values within a marks variable, then how it can be stored internally? Sir, once you store the value in multiple values within a single variable, internally, Java Virtual Machine provide memory to the values side by side, side by side. Now, what happened automatically? Okay, Java Virtual Machine can provide memory like this. Okay, this is what first value and second value like this. This is the similarly they can provide, but each and every value having a unique position. That is what 0. It is a index 1 and a 2 and a 3, and the last index is called 4. Last index is called 4. Observe here. Here index start with 0 and ends with n minus 1. N is nothing but a length. How many elements we given in marks? 5 elements. So 5 minus 1. Now our last index position is 4. And sir, these all are elements in which variable? Okay, variable in marks variable. Which variable here? Marks variable. Okay, from marks, okay, these 5 elements we given. Tomorrow, if you want to print means we are going to accessing. Then how we can access? Then we need to follow the indexing. And here you can use, okay, variable name is what? Marks of 0, you can use it. Then, okay, once you marks of 0, automatically it can return your 40 values. Similarly, if you want to print a, okay, 60 value, then give the variable name and give the its index position. It can be printed the 60 value. The similarly, marks of 2, you can use it. Marks of 2, you can use it. Then the variable name value is 70. Similarly, marks of 3, you can use. Here 3 is nothing but a index position, and it can return 80 value. Marks of, here you can provide the 4. Then it can be printed 35 value. Like this, we are going to declare the multiple values within a single variable, and now we are going to accessing that values one by one by using index position. Index position. Understand clearly, right? And one thing, sir. Sir, what is the definition of array? Simple. Array is an a variable. Here I given, sir. In Java, an array is a data structure, or it is a variable that stores multiple values of the same type, same data type in a single variable. Same type means what? It can be stored all are integer data values or floating point values, string type all are string values, all are character values only, but not some of integer, some of characters, some of floating point values. So once you declare multiple values, here each and every value having a one unique position. The position is called indexing. Here index always start with 0 to n minus 1. Please understand this one. And one more important point, while we are talking about arrays concept, we need to remember three key points, sir. So arrays are fixed in size, means one size is given. At runtime, the size cannot be changed. Means at runtime, we cannot add new values, even we cannot remove the existing values. And each elements are stored in continuous memory location. Means each and every element can stored according to their index side by side. The next point, sir. Next point. Okay. In arrays, arrays a variable can store all are similar data type values. The next, each and every element accessed using an indexing. Here indexing starting from 0 means here index start with 0 and end with n minus 1. So I hope you understand. This is a simple introduction of our arrays concept. Thank you.